In this video, I'll be going through the most popular Roblox games from 2007 to 2025 and ranking them. This time, it won't be a tier list, but instead a numbered list, because if I did a tier list, a majority of these games would probably end up on B or C tier, because there's a decent amount of games on Roblox I enjoy significantly more than most of these. Also, these games will be ranked based on how they hold up today. I will still be going in chronological order, however, because I do want to showcase how Roblox games and the popular ones have evolved over time. With that out of the way, let's get to our first game of 19. To start off 2007, we have Ultimate Paintball, and man does it show its age, like your mom. Despite the game being nearly 20 years old as of writing, this remake still has scripts that still work. The game is basically a capture the flag, however the gameplay loop is fairly boring and it's pretty difficult to hit anyone with how laggy the paintballs are. So for this game, I put it at number 13. It feels kinda weird to place a game as iconic to old Roblox as Swordfight in the Heights at 10, but in my opinion, when it comes to holding up, I think I can get like a good 30-ish minutes of enjoyment out of this game before I get bored. The point of this game is to fight other sword fighters, go figure, and collect items scattered throughout the map. However, when I played the game, the map was pretty broken, and this was likely due to hackers, so I'm assuming this game kind of became a hotspot for hackers, which is why it's at number 10. Compared to every game on this list, I think Heli Wars holds up pretty well. As car physics.
Get out of there!
I hate you.
Yeah.
You fucking slid.
Despite the game's age, it's a rather fun gameplay loop in my opinion. It's a capture the flag with what were probably some of the most advanced Roblox vehicles at the time. The controls were simple and pretty easy to learn because you basically control everything via your mouse. As for the game itself, it's janky, but it's not the frustrating kind of jank. It's more like the funny kind of jank.
You could jump.
What?
You could
No,
jump
let
though.
me in! Let me in! Let me in! Wait, don't move.
Despite the game being called Heli Wars, I tend to use cars more, as the helicopters I attempted to fly were almost instantly shot down by some of the absolute sweats in the game.
No! I'm falling to the floor, I don't have legs!
Good. Vietnam War veteran type shit.
You guys seem like you're having fun there.
Oh, I'm gonna steal your flag. Fuck. My only real gripe with this game is that people who pay for VIP seem to have significantly more advanced weaponry. No. Why are these rockets following me? They have homing missiles in this game? Otherwise, this game was honestly pretty fun, especially for its age, so it's at number 4.
I'm gonna send you like all these, like, I'm saving a lot of clips and then I'll send you the big ones.
2010's game was Robloxville, and honestly, there genuinely wasn't much going on with it. It's a very old roleplay game, which is a genre still very popular on Roblox, as we'll later on see. However, this one in particular needed to be played on with a remake, and even then, most of the stuff on the game didn't work. Not even the cars worked. The morphs also barely worked, and honestly, the most notable thing from playing this game was when Derp Quota told Inane to search something up, and this was his reaction.
Why are they doing that? Don't! You're too young for it. Ew!
Oh my god.
This is disgusting. Why is it a TikTok video?
If it made this guy grossed out, I dread wondering what he saw. Oh, and also this game is at number 18. Alright, our next game's a real banger. Akiko Devs, if I pronounce that correctly, survived the disasters. Not to be mistaken with Stickmaster Luke's Natural Disaster Survival. It's one of the most classic Roblox games of all time. You've probably played it. If not the original, then you've probably at least played someone else's copy of it. Now, the difference between this game and the more famous disaster survival game is that the disasters can pretty much be anything.
We're fine.
From giant falling swords to UFOs, every disaster here has some random crazy bullshit, which puts it in 6th place. And let me just say, if this game was made today, skibbity toy. For 2012, we got Base War. This game somehow is still being updated today, and it's basically like Halo. You've got armed cars, tanks, APCs, fighter jets, helicopters, and a whole bunch of other shit I probably didn't go over. The problem with this is that I didn't know what the fuck I was doing for about half an hour, so I was just trying to capture flags and kill a bunch of people with no real end goal in mind. But the game is pretty well made and maintained, especially for a game made in 2012, so it gets 7th place. 2013's game is Town of Robloxia, which is just another roleplay game. This time, though, it's a remake of the game, and also stuff actually worked properly on it. There's jobs, vehicles, which we had a bit of fun messing around with, as the game's also naturally very buggy. Oh, and the morphs also actually work. Sorta. Ew. Why do you look like a large intestine?
Oh my god!
But against all the other games on this list, it doesn't really stand much of a chance and ends up at 16th place. Thankfully, 2014's game is a lot more interesting. Work at a pizza place. You've played this, your friends have played it, even your mother has played it. How do I know your mother's played it? Because she told me last night. And I also asked her if she's from Texas because I heard everything's bigger in Texas. Alright, let me actually talk about the game. You work at a pizza place, bet you didn't know that. And for a lot of people who start playing Roblox, this is probably one of those games that they hop on quite often before finding the games that they actually attach to. This can be a simple and relaxing game for most people, and for others, it's a chance for them to be an absolute dick.
Damn it! You almost put me in. Is that what you're trying to do?
Like when the manager tried to bully me.
I can no, it's an option I have. Your players are now voting.
Kick player navy blue. Oh, they're opting to kick you.
So I overthrew him.
Nelson, what was that? What was that?
Hi, I'm talking to someone on the phone.
Ah! Why would you do that? Why would you do that? This is my worst downfall.
Then I sent him back to the pizza place mid-delivery.
Is that you? Hi. What's up?
I'm delivering pizzas. You need to be considerate to my job. Some of us don't get bonuses every day like you do, you know? Some of us are just measly work. I am working! I'm literally on shift! I walk all the way back there!
And then I pressed him for ding-dong ditching our loyal customers. Cool, come on. You can't ding-dong ditch our loyal customers.
You came out here just to do it to me.
Oh, and also, you can throw snowballs at people, making them fall into the ovens, because the ovens can actually kill you in this game. Outside of trolling, the game is pretty solid, so it gets the number 5 placement.
$82.
Coins.
2015's game Prison Life suffers from the same problem as Sword Fight on the Heights, being that it's a cesspool of hackers. This game used to be enjoyable to some extent, but now you can't find a server without at least like 3 hackers. And just this recording alone, me and Anane got arrested 2020 jailbreak style.
Ah! Help! After me! He's after me! There
was a dude running kill commands. Inane got sent to the fucking stratosphere.
That's not me! I don't refer player!
I just got fucking
There's a fucking worm! There's a worm on the ground and he will fling you into space. I'm telling you, it's not safe.
And a bunch of other bullshit. The thing is, we probably got off easy too, because I've seen servers become literally unplayable due to hackers. But if you get lucky enough not to be in a server full of hackers, this game can be fun, but good fucking luck with that. So it's at number 9. So 26th game is Meep City. So I'm gonna be honest, I didn't play this one, mostly because Meep City became infamous for attracting degenerates. Also, I got called out by one of my friends for playing work at a pizza place, so I wasn't trying to be seen playing Meep City. If you want more information, you can check out any video from Green Little Cat or Cow. He's been calling this situation out for like 7 years now. But basically, to summarize, this game is to Roblox degenerates what Prison Life is to hackers. So it's ending up at last place at number 19. The gap between this one and Robloxville is not even close. The game I have chosen for number 3, representing 2017, is Murder Mystery 2. The hub for edgy 11-year-olds before they move on to the hood. The entire premise of this game is, as the name implies, a murder mystery. There's a murderer, a sheriff, and a bunch of people that are there to get killed. Although nobody at the beginning knows who is who, so it's a mystery.
You distracted me!
Oh shit! Wait, it's not. There's also a skin trading scene apparently, although I never gave a fuck about that stuff. It's a pretty easy game to learn and play, and it can be a decent bit entertaining at times. Fuck this revolver though. For 2018's game, we've got Jailbreak, which I put at number 8. Now when I was younger, I used to be hooked on this game, but stopped playing it about a year ago. I explained why in a video I made about a year ago as well, but basically the gameplay loop is pretty boring. You're either robbing or arresting people with a lack of alternative methods for how you get money. When you do get the money, all you can really spend it on is vehicles. It's honestly pretty similar to GTA Online, except it's less ashamed of its cartoonish identity at least. 2019 probably has the most famous game on this list, Adopt Me. Initially, it was a roleplay game about adopting children and having a family. However, when they decided to add pets, man, they have not stopped making bank. Honestly, now that I think about it, putting pets in your Roblox game is kind of the meta, because when Jailbreak added dogs, they had the biggest amount of concurrent plays they had ever seen in literal years. And that's kind of the main thing Adopt Me is known for. Pet trading, maybe a bit of roleplay, and if you stick around long enough, you might see a 7-year-old get scammed. Although Adopt Me is not really my thing, I honestly had more fun with Town of Robloxia, so it goes into number 17. If you were active on Roblox in 2020, you might have heard of this little underground indie game called Piggy. This game was fucking everywhere back then. This started out as a shitpost with it just being Randy but with Peppa Pig characters. Then the creator Minitoon began adding chapters and it somehow became an internet sensation. If you were there when chapter 12 dropped, you'll remember how every Roblox YouTuber and their mother was making videos on it. Seriously, I could not escape Piggy chapter 12. It was all over the trending tab on YouTube. Which is why people will probably be very upset when they find out that I put it at number 11. In my opinion, this game is mid. It's simply mid. I might make a video about it in the future, and also I wasn't able to, but I really wanted to play on the forest map for reasons.
What's wrong with this avatar?
I wonder.
Yeah, what's wrong with this?
What do you mean? It's a... Oh, I didn't even fucking notice. Get the fuck away from me. I will not associate with
What's
you.
Wrong? What's wrong with
You
Avatar?
see what I mean now?
In 2021, a new game called Brookhaven kind of just came out of nowhere, and it became the most popular game on Roblox. If there were a word I could use to describe this game, it'd be equality. Pretty much every item you'll ever need for roleplaying is given to you for free. Dude, so it turns out that for free you can just spawn a whole ass space station. The supercars go the exact same speed as these giant ass swan cars, but it is a roleplay game, which means the most fun I had with it is sending people to the fucking Shadow Realm with a wagon and a sleeping bag. So it's ending up at number 15. Doors was probably the biggest Roblox sensation in 2022. You basically go through a bunch of different rooms, avoid a bunch of monsters that have different ways of avoiding them. The interiors are well made, the game's concept is rather interesting, and it inspired a bunch of other Roblox games, most notably Pressure, which is why it's at number 1 on this list. In a platform rife with simulators and grind fests, it's a great example of how Roblox games can still be good. Speaking of grind fests, I don't really think there's a game on this list that requires more grinding than Blox Fruits. Now I know that Blox Fruits has been popular since before 2023, but I literally couldn't think of anything for 2023, so I'm going with Blox Fruits anyway. There really isn't a whole lot of footage here because as someone who has a job, I don't really have enough time to grind for Blox Fruits. I know someone who used to play Blox Fruits though, and now he plays League of Legends. I think I've said enough. This is going at number 14. Fashion runway games have been a thing in Roblox for a while. Yet in 2024, Dress to Impress really clicked with white girls. It's a game where you slay like a queen and I can't fucking keep doing this, man. Also, apparently there's a hidden alternate reality in this game for some reason, which is really funny to me. But I'm not going to count that because look at the player base. You cannot tell me that these people have the balls to play a horror ARG. They don't even have balls. So 12th place. Finally, we're at 2025 with Dead Rails. Now I know that Grow a Garden is huge right now, probably bigger than Dead Rails, but apparently that game is botted by some third-party people, and also I happen to already have footage from Dead Rails, so we're going with that instead. The premise of this game is that you're trying to survive a zombie apocalypse in the desert, and you go to Mexico where the cure has been discovered. You ride a train while basically living off the land and fighting various zombies. They range from simple zombies to highly detailed werewolves. It's a pretty fun game that isn't super rife with microtransactions, at least when I played it, so therefore Dead Rails ends up in second place for me. For the bonus game, we have Welcome to Bloxburg. If you don't spend Robux on cash in the game, then you have to work an actual 9 to 5 that actually barely pays you. At that point, the hell you playing Bloxburg for?
Lazy bum, get a job!
With all those Roblox games out of the way, this is the final list, although I may change my mind in the future, so be sure to look in the comments for that if I ever do. Anyway, I've recently hit 1,000 subscribers and I want to do a Q&A as part of my special, so if you have any questions, please put them under my most recent YouTube community post. It's linked in the description as well, and I posted it a while ago, but only one person asked a question. Shout out Supreme Sway, by the way, he was my first subscriber. Otherwise, that's the end, I think.